So, hello everybody and welcome. Hola a todos y bienvenidos.
First of all, my name is Maritza.
Yo soy Teacher Chris con Open English.
Hello everyone, welcome to our class number 2 today. Hello, we're starting a little late, but we are here. Better late than never, we say. So we apologize for the delay, but welcome to our class, our second class, our English only class. If you are here, welcome. Send your name and tell us you are here and ready to go. So send your name, tell us what country you are from, and we are going to go live on Instagram as well. So let me set that up and tell me if you guys are here. Jorge says a very hot day in Argentina. All right. JK Sentimentales says hello over here on YouTube. Welcome. So we are here on LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, and now we are going to go live here on Instagram as well. Let me see. There we go, live on Instagram. So welcome everyone. Today's class is all about finances, talking about money, vocabulary, expressions, and the difference between two really similar verbs in English. So Jennifer Paula, welcome to our class. Cynthia on LinkedIn from Argentina. Rafael from Brazil. Nice to see you guys. Hello to my friends here on Instagram. Jeanette, hello, welcome. Ready to learn some financial vocabulary. So send me a thumbs up if you're ready to learn some new vocabulary today. All right, got some more people connecting. So this is our second class of the day, Let me see. I'm just sending this out. So our second class of the day, where this will be an all English class, So our first class was a mix of Spanish and English. Today will be 100% English. So welcome. Okay, we've got some more people from Brazil here. All right, it's Sarash Cortez Riquelme from Panama. Nice to see you. Okay, over here, always ready, Lenita, very good. So as we get started, just wanted to remind you guys that we have class here on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube every day at 11 in the morning. And our second class happens in the afternoon on Mondays or Tuesdays. So don't forget, we have second class, our second English only class on Mondays or Tuesdays. And if you need more information about Open English, about our course, about our prices, promotions, you can send the word profe in the comments, PROFE in the comments for more information about our course. Sabrina, more information for your child. Don't forget, we also have Open English Junior. So send profe in the comments, PROFE, for more information about Open English Adult and Open English Junior for your child. Okay, Vendrell 114 every day. Yes, every day we have class here on our social media pages. And if you would like to take a free English language quiz to determine your level of English, send the word TEST, T-E-S-T, in the comments, T-E-S-T, to take our free English quiz. Okay. Lore says, I need information. Lore, send the word profe in the comments, P-R-O-F-E, and we will send over more information. So let's get started then. Let's get started here with our finance vocabulary. Let me share this here. I'm going to share this here for you guys over here on Instagram and here on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. So we are going to do some matching. We're going to match the words on the right with the pictures on the left. Words on the right with pictures on the left. So we have six important words that we can use in English to talk about finances. Eunice on LinkedIn, welcome. Hello to you in Portugal. Harold, just in time for some new vocabulary. So our first word, cash. Cash. Number 2, budget. Budget. What picture shows the word budget? Number 3, ATM. ATM. Number 4, credit card. Credit card. Number 5, bills. Bills. And number 6, loan. Loan. Okay, so send your answers here in the comments to get started. All right, cash, budget, ATM, credit card, bills, and loan. Lucia, welcome. Andres Felipe, hello to you. Okay, Margarita says 5D. We have some answers coming in here. So, 2C, 5D. Lots of answers here on Instagram coming in. Excellent. So it looks like you guys are saying that number 5 is D. Okay, very good. 3A. Wonderful. All right. Let me see. Andres Felipe from Colombia. Nice to see you. Angela says 1B, 2C, 3A. Iva 25, 23, C2. Okay. Ma Gabriela de la Torre says E6. All right, so let's take a look at our answers. Erica, just in time as we are talking about some fundamental vocabulary to talk about finances. So let me see here. So number one is to show the word budget. Budget. So this is a document we can organize that organizes all of our expenses, how much money we should save, how much money we should spend or can spend. Budget. Budget. So we've got our calculator here, all of our different categories, maybe for saving. Number 1, budget. Number 2, ATM. So this word in English, or these 3 words in English, we can say automatic teller machine, if I'm not mistaken. So this is where we can take out cash. We can take out cash from the machine at an ATM. So in English, we simply use these 3 letters to describe an ATM. All right, so for example, if you are in a new city and you need cash, you can say, where can I find an ATM? Where can I find an ATM? So that will give you the machine that will give you money, give you cash. All right, and number 3, our word cash. So this is the paper currency we use, cash. So stores might say cash only, cash only. So you know cash is the paper form of money. Okay, so let me see. Nelis Cuevas, are you referring to number 2? Number 2? Okay, so cash. So we can get cash from an ATM. All right, so number 4, bills. Bills. So last week we talked about restaurant vocabulary, and we talked about the word bill, which means like at the end of a meal, it's what each thing costs and what you need to pay the restaurant. However, in finance, we have the word bills, which is our list of expenses. So for example, every month you need to pay the internet, you need to pay cable, you need to pay the service that provides water, you need to pay the service that provides gas. So all of these different services together that you need to pay, these are called bills. Bills. So your monthly expenses are also called bills. Okay. Yes, Maria, exactly. It's something similar to that word. So bills are your expenses at the end of a month. So if you are just connecting, welcome. Nando, hello. Okay, you like free classes? Excellent. So we are talking about finance vocabulary in English. Okay, so number 5, credit card. So I'm sure we're all familiar with credit card. So we put something on credit. We have our credit card and our debit card. Holly, this class is 100% English. If you're looking for a mix of Spanish and English, you can tune into our classes. But this is 100% English for all of our friends around the world who may not speak Spanish. All right, and number 6, a loan. So what is a loan in English? A loan in English is usually money that we borrow with the intention of paying back. So we can take out a loan for our house, for our car, for a motorcycle. It's money that we use that we need to pay back. Okay, so a loan. All right, Angela says, I like this method, only English. Yes, this is a great exercise for practicing listening 100% in English. Excellent, guys. Okay, let me see. Lenita, glad you enjoy this class. Loan is for like an investment. We can invest loans. Loans are more common for something big like a car or a house. Or your credit card is a form of a loan. The money isn't yours. You need to pay back the money. AMGE for exactly. Yes, that is the Spanish word for loan. All right, very good. All right, so moving on to some additional finance words you need to know in English. Some additional finance words. So number one, exactly, Angela Arriaga. Yes, that is a loan. Number 1, another finance word you should have in your vocabulary. Credit score. So credit score is a number it's a calculation of how likely you are to pay your debts. Credit score. This is very common in the United States as well as other countries. It's the number that is calculated by how often you pay your loans back, how often you pay your credit card. This is a credit score. It's usually 3 digits. Okay, so credit score. Okay, Menvar, what is the difference between work and job? Great question. Work we can use as a verb or a noun. For example, I work as an English teacher. Work is a verb. Job is a noun. So my job, or I teach English for my job. Job cannot be a verb. We can't say, I job as a teacher. Job is the noun. Work is the verb. I work, she works, he works, and job is the noun. So my job is I work as a veterinarian. Veterinarian is my job, for example. Okay, very good. Okay, excellent. Glad to see you guys are learning. All right, so our second word, overdraft. Overdraft. This is something super important in English. You don't want to do this in English, overdraft. It is a fee. It is a fee that happens when you spend more money than what you have. So for example, let's listen to an example. In my account, I have $100, but I tried to spend $200 at the grocery store. Now I have an overdraft fee because I tried to spend more money than I actually have. So when you see overdraft at the bank, it's something bad. Overdraft is a special payment or a penalty you have to pay if you try to spend more money than what you have. It's a fee. It's a fee. Okay, so you don't want an overdraft. Overdraft, bad in English. All right, number three, let's practice the pronunciation of this word, debt. Debt. This word has a silent B, debt, debt. So this is the money that you need to pay. This is the money you need to pay, or how much money you owe. Okay, yes, bad word, overdraft. Yes, you don't want an overdraft fee. And debt is how much money you need to pay someone or something, someone else. All right, this is number 4, asset. Asset. So this is what we call anything that has value. It's an asset. Your house has value. It's worth money. Your house is an asset. Your car is an asset. It's something we can touch that has value, that has value. Okay, Angela Arriaga, debt, yes, that is the word in Spanish for debt. Very good. So asset is anything you can touch that's tangible, as we say, that you can touch that has value. And number 5, stocks. Stocks. So people, if they want to own part of a company or own a small piece of a company, they can buy stocks. Stocks. Stocks are part ownership of a company. They are part ownership of a company. Okay, so Nelly, we have classes every day here at 11 a.m. With a mix of English and Spanish, and our second class at 4 p.m. On Mondays and Tuesdays. Usually Mondays, but sometimes Tuesdays. Okay, let me see here. All right, so stocks, part ownership of a company. For example, let's listen to an example. I am going to buy stocks in Apple. So let me see if I have thought I had an example, but the company Apple, the company Apple, for example. Cell phones, computers. Yes, exactly, Angela. Very good. Yes, that would be more or less the word for stocks. So the company Apple, you can buy a little tiny part of the company and you have ownership, and therefore you gain profits from the company with your stocks. So my question is, would you rather have stocks in Apple, the company Apple, or the company Nike? Let me know here in the comments. Would you rather have stocks in Apple or in Nike? Okay, yes, exactly, Vendere 114. That would be more of the word for stocks. I'm going to drink a little sip of water here. So, stocks in Apple or Nike? I, for one, would like to have stocks in Apple, which means that I earn part of the money that Apple earns. Okay, that's a great point. So we can also have stock in a store, which is another word, another meaning, but stock in a store means everything that you have that's not out on a shelf, but rather a replacement. So this word stock has different meanings depending on the context. Okay, let me see here. Okay, Cesar says, would rather have stocks in Nike. All right. And they say, Javier, how can I start studying? Remember, if you need more information about Open English, if you want to take a longer class or a live class at 10 p.m. at night, for example, with native English speakers, you can send the word profe in the comments for more information. Write the word profe, P-R-O-F-E, in the comments for more information about our course. Okay, so maybe this course is a little advanced. Maybe you need a class that's a little more basic. That's okay. Send the word profe in the comments for more information. Okay, so I'm going to teach you the difference between two common verbs. The verb lend and the verb borrow. So sometimes these verbs can be confusing. What is the difference between lend and the difference between borrow? So lend is someone who gives something to someone else with the intention of receiving it afterwards. So for example, I could say, I am going to lend you my pen. So I'm going to give you my pen, but I'm going to take it back. It's not yours. I am lending it. I am giving it to you to use for a short time. This is the verb lend. So you are giving something to someone. Borrow is to receive something. So for example, can I borrow your pen? So can I use your pen? I'm going to give it back, but I need to borrow it. The same thing happens for money. So I need to borrow money. I need money for a house. So please give me money and I will give it back after. I am borrowing something. Lend is the action of giving it to someone. It's the action to give someone something, lend, To borrow something is to receive it for a specific amount of time. So let me know here in the comments. Send a thumbs up if this sentence is correct, or thumbs down if this sentence is not correct. Let me know here. So, she needs money for her house. She is going to lend $100,000. Is this correct or incorrect? She needs money. She needs money. She is going to lend $100,000. She needs money for her house. She's going to lend $100,000. Correct or incorrect? Let me know here in the comments. Send your answers here in the comments. Okay, is this correct? Okay, Nieva CA says incorrect. All right. Jack Satsero says incorrect. What about here on LinkedIn, Facebook, or YouTube? Deborah says incorrect. Janet Laguna says incorrect. Margarita says correct. Yava says correct. Joanne says the sentence is incorrect. All right. It looks like we are split. We are split. Some people say this is correct. Some people say this is incorrect. So this sentence is incorrect. Very good, Jack Salceo. She needs to borrow, not lend. She needs to borrow, not lend. Okay, let me see here. Very good, yes. So all my friends here on Facebook and Instagram, this was incorrect. Ooh, and it looks like we just lost connection over here on Instagram. Let me reconnect us here. Let me reconnect us here on Instagram. I'm not sure why we just lost our transmission, but we will get reconnected. So this should be, she is going to borrow $100,000. Okay, Instagram, our connection dropped. I'm not sure what happened, but we are back here now. We are back here now to finish up our finance vocabulary class. So we do apologize. We lost transmission there. Okay, Alvaro, yes, we have classes here every day. So remember that if you need money, you are probably going to borrow. You're going to borrow money. You're going to borrow. Lend is the action of giving. Borrow is the action of receiving. Okay, yes, these verbs can be a little difficult, a little confusing to understand. Okay, so let's wrap up our class. We're going to finish our class here with some idioms, Okay, idioms in English. So remember, in English, idioms are common expressions that cannot be translated literally. We cannot translate these. So let's talk about some common expressions we use to talk about money or finances. So number one, bang for your buck. Bang for your buck. This sounds kind of strange, kind of a strange expression, but this means bang for your buck. Remember that buck in English, B-U-C-K, is talking about cash. We can call a buck is, for example, $1. Bang for your buck. So bang, like the sound, bang for your buck. We're not exactly talking about an explosion or a sound, but rather the value you get for your money. For example, let's listen to an example. When I order pizza, I always order pizza, a large pizza at the cheapest price, to get more bang for my buck. So I want to buy more pizza with as little money as possible. So I need to buy something that gives me value with my money that I have. So bang for your buck. It's the value that you get for your money. Number 2, this is very important. To live beyond your means. To live beyond your means. What does this mean? What does this mean in English? This means to not be able to pay for your life. Exactly, Bendere. Excellent way to describe that in Spanish. Yes, bang for your buck. All right, number 2, to live beyond your means you are unable to pay for your debts or your life or your expenses. To live beyond your means, another thumbs down bad phrase. Exactly, Richard. It means you cannot afford something. So for example, she is saving for an apartment. She doesn't like to live beyond her means. Okay, so she doesn't want to have to pay for something that she doesn't have money for. So you don't want to live beyond your means. All right, number 3, to hit the jackpot. To hit the jackpot means to experience unexpected success. So, wow, I bought a new house and the value has gone up already. I hit the jackpot. I wasn't expecting this good thing to happen, but it did. I hit the jackpot. Or this also means that you have earned or received a lot of money at one time. So to hit the jackpot can be something unexpected, an unexpected success, or means that you've received a lot of money that you weren't expecting. And number 4. Hi, Carla. Nice to see you just in time for our last expression. To make ends meet. To make ends meet. This means that you have enough money to live. So to make ends meet means that you have enough to eat, to buy food, to have an apartment, maybe to buy a car. This means you have enough money for all of your expenses, enough money to survive, for example. So to make ends meet means that you are working to be able to afford all of your living expenses. So these are 4 expressions that we use to talk about finances. So send me this emoji. Send me a money bag emoji if you learned a new expression today in the comments. Send me a money bag emoji if you learned a new expression, a new idiom today. Okay, let me know here in the comments. Are these expressions new for you, or did you already know these expressions? Let me know here in the comments. Carlos, over here on LinkedIn, are these new expressions for you, or are these old expressions you already knew? Rocio, what about you? Are these new expressions in English for you, or have you heard these expressions? Remember that idioms, we can't translate them. These are creative expressions that we use. Okay. Richard says, all of them are new for me. Cesar says, new expressions. Iowa says, for me, new expressions. Excellent. Marita, these idioms are new for me. Thanks. Okay. New English for me. All of these are new expressions for me. Excellent. All right. Very good. So that concludes our class today. Remember, if you need more information or you want to learn more English, with native English speakers, with classes online 24/7. We even have more finance sections in our platform, pronunciation practice, maybe a class that's a little more basic. You can send the word profe here in the comments for more information on how you can get started with Open English. Love seeing all these money bags that you learned new expressions today. Thank you everyone for your participation in our 100% English class. Remember, we will be back here tomorrow at 11 a.m. for another class in English. Let me see. Tomorrow's class is, I will tell you guys in a moment what tomorrow's class is. Airport vocabulary, another important lesson tomorrow, airport vocabulary. So we will see you guys tomorrow at 11 a.m. With new vocabulary so you guys can travel with confidence this year. So thank you everyone, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great afternoon everyone, and thank you. Camille, thank you for tuning in. Rocio, hope you enjoyed this class. Don't forget, this class will be recorded, or is being recorded, and I will upload this to our pages after. If you arrived a little late, you can watch this class again on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. So thanks, friends, and we will see you soon. Take care, everyone.